Hey everyone, welcome back to J McLaren's Garage. My name's Josh. What does redemption look like on the high banks of Bristol Motor Speedway? In 2005, Rusty Wallace led a race-high 157 laps in his farewell season, while Kevin Harvick clawed through wrecks to break a 2-year winless streak. On concrete built for chaos, this wasn't just survival, there was redemption forged in fire. This is the story of the 2005 Food City 500 at Bristol Motor Speedway. April 3rd, 2005, Bristol Motor Speedway. The high-banked half-mile, 160,000 fans shoulder to shoulder in the 5th race of the 2005 Nextel Cup season. Elliott Sadler sat on the pole with a lap of 15.022 seconds, but Bristol wasted no time showing his teeth. By lap 21, Kyle Busch pushed Joe Nemechek into the front stretch wall, sending Joe Nemechek down into casing mirrors and ending the 41 stay. Wrecks and cautions piled up, 14 in all, including Stanton Barrett's spin, Mike Bliss looping into Kyle Busch, and Ryan Newman going around after contact with Ken Schrader. Through the chaos, Rusty Wallace looked timeless. In his farewell season, the Miller Lite Dodge commanded the middle stages, leading a race-high 157 laps. But Bristol has a way of breaking hearts. On lap 333, a chain reaction crash collected 14 cars and changed the complexion of the race. Defending winner Kurt Busch was later knocked out in a violent hit after contact with Jeff Burton, ending his streak of Bristol dominance. That opened the door for a new story. Greg Biffle led 91 laps and looked like the man to beat, until Kevin Harvick and the number 29 team came alive. With 66 laps to go, Harvick made the decisive pass, powering past Biffle and never looking back. He drove away cleanly, mastering traffic, and when the checker flag waved, Harvick crossed the line more than 4 seconds ahead of Sadler. It was Harvick's first win since 2003, his 5th career Cup Series victory, and a much-needed return to glory for Richard Childress Racing. Sadler settled for 2nd, Stewart 3rd, Earnhardt Jr. 4th, and Dale Jarrett 5th. This day wasn't just about Harvick, it was about resilience. Rusty Wallace gave fans one last clinic at Bristol. Kyle Petty delivered an emotional top 10 in 8th. And RCR proved that even after years of frustration, victory is still possible when you hold steady in the storm. It always boggles my mind how the wins came so few and far between for Harvick in the first few years of his career. I mean, definitely started off hot, winning in his 3rd ever start at Atlanta in 2001, but since then only 4 wins up until this point. I can't imagine if he was, racking them up like he was towards the end of his career, how many wins could he have had? Closer to 100, 80? It's really fascinating to think about. But this car and this paint scheme is so beautiful. You see the 3 behind the 29 there. I know they were trying to return to the black and silver like Earnhardt, but in their own way. And this is as close as they can get, honestly. I think that this car looks really mean and fast. It's Harvick's own paint scheme, but still that black and silver intimidation factor is still at play here with this car. This is one of my favorite Harvick paint schemes of all time. Let's take a closer look. As we can see, this car is autographed in the windshield by Kevin Harvick. And also you see that 20 years of RCR and GM Goodwrench. 2005, they celebrated their 20 years of partnership. Down the left-hand side, see some tire buildup around the left front tire and some scuff marks and scrapes around the number, but otherwise fairly clean on the left-hand side. As we see in the rear of the car, very clean, not a lot of dents and bumps. He definitely kept the car up front and was fast. Down the right-hand side, very clean, see some specks of rubber and buildup around the rear, around the number, and towards the front, but otherwise very clean, especially for Bristol. This car was raced and produced in 2005 by Action Racing Collectibles. This is an elite diecast and a standard finish. The production quantity on this car is 204, and the DIN on this specific car is 146. This car was purchased from eBay, but it was also purchased autographed as well. All in all, I think this is one of the most iconic paint schemes, especially of the early 2000s, and by far one of my favorite Harvick paint schemes of all time. I would really encourage you to look into the paint schemes he ran this year. They had some really cool 20th anniversary GM Goodwrench designs. As always, I appreciate you guys' support. Thank you for supporting my channel and with helping me build this archive one diecast at a time. I really appreciate you guys' time, and I hope you have a beautiful weekend.